Hi, where's the Selectman meeting?
Downstairs.
Okay, thank you. So down here? Okay. Hey everyone, the meeting hasn't started yet, so I'll just talk. I can talk right now, but when it starts up, I won't try to be as quiet as I can. How you doing, John DeNicola, Fundamental New Hampshire, Rob L, Michigan Constitutional Crusader, Sheep Network Now, Becky O, Fundamental New Hampshire, Southern Northeast. How you doing, man? Scully 10, Randall Cole, Ford Silver. Absolute Defiance, how you doing? New Mind, thank you for joining.
Good, how are you? Good.
What's up, Republic? James Ferguson, how are you guys? Guys, between 1 and 10, how's the quality? 10 being the best. I wonder if I sit next to the windows, it would be a little bit better. All right, I'll move to the window so we get a better signal over here near the window. Tell me. Just kind of want to be like, maybe right here is probably better, because I get everyone's faces. It was worse quality? I guess it doesn't matter because we're in a basement, guys.
further away from you.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got the circle of death I want to do here. You think I should move back to that?
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
Hi.
No, he's not here yet.
I feel better. I, however, do not sound. That's okay. That's it. Did you get that top one? Well, you're efficient.
Hey guys, this is a Zoom meeting. So if you can find that Zoom meeting, I couldn't find it on the website. If you can find it, there's 5 people in there right now, in the room.
Me? I get it.
Well, Press was telling me there was a link to it on the website, but I could not find it.
How you doing?
All right, Harry.
Not too bad. I found one, didn't you?
How are you? Awesome.
I just emailed you today.
You did hear me back?
I don't know if you guys could hear her, but she was questioning my camera. Thank God we live in America.
If they wanna go.
Yeah. You have until the 14th.
Yes, yeah.
What day does that fall on? The day
It's a Sunday.
I'll give you my cell phone.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm not there, obviously Friday. No, I don't want to be
Oh, okay.
Slack.
Honestly, like, there's plenty of ones that were going. Oh, wow. I know.
I'm one of them.
I don't. No, no.
If down the road, you need to do a name change, I'm sure I can.
Yeah.
News Now Fort Worth. If you haven't been following Press NH Now, look at his most recent videos. You'll see why I'm here. Press NH Now. Press NH Now's video. No, this is New Hampshire. I know, I saw them.
Pretty much back to normal. Well, not normal, but.
You're booking tomorrow.
6:30 is supposed to start.
Businesses, so I was able to take it, you know what I mean? They touched my savings. I did take a little time if you can pay at one point. I thought I was gonna have to pay it back, but because I used it all towards, payroll, and my business was down by more than 20%. They gave me, I didn't have to pay back.
I know, I can't help it, guys. Guys, let me do this whole static. Not so much.
already wrote it down.
Yeah.
This is the one that goes.
This one.
Not only do they, but they have to do like liaisons to
I'll be right back, guys. Just real quick. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Going, guys, just in case, it'll be better quality.
All right, the time is now 6:30, November 3rd, 2021. I'm going to call this meeting to order, and we'll start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I'd like to start off tonight saying that there will be no public comment. And Mr. Proctor, you have the floor.
Thank you. Folks, I've met some of you, but my name's John Proctor. I'm a new resident here in town. Bought a house down here on Main Street in July. One of the reasons I came to New Hampshire from West Virginia was for the opportunity, because of New Hampshire's progressive policies on solar and renewable energy. What I'm asking the town to do tonight is to put the warrant article that I presented a couple of weeks ago. New Hampshire gives every town the opportunity to exempt renewable energy from property taxes. They want to encourage people to install and move towards renewable energy, and there's lots of reasons for that. One of the main reasons is that it's going to help. My focus is working with small businesses to allow small businesses to, A, lock in their utility rates for the next 25 to 30 years and be able to budget, but two, to turn their roofs into a profit center. And it's not that they're gonna be selling renewable energy to other places around town. I understand there's been a couple of solar projects. Believe me, when you come to town and you start talking to people about solar, they're gonna tell you about all the problems they've had with solar. And I've heard about the projects that have gone in before and the issues. I'm not talking about the projects like over on Sullivan or the community solar that's up on the side of the hill where they are marketing that power out to the community. Those projects ought to be taxed. I have no issues with property tax. Those people, that's a business that they created. What I'm talking about is allowing small businesses to become more solid, because everyone knows, and I think will support the statement, that small businesses are the backbone of a community, and they're critical for a community. And I'm not asking for town of Charleston to give up tax revenue, because I know that's the way Charleston is what it is, how they take care of their streets, how they take care of their lights, how they do everything around town and fund police and fire. What this warrant article would be a zero-sum game. In other words, if somebody put a $20,000 worth of solar equipment on the roof, which allowed them to offset their entire utility bill, and maybe it creates enough power to sell some power back to the utility, then that locks in that business's utility rate for at least 25 years at what it is now. It allows them, once the equipment pays for itself, then that's money that they're able to put back into their business, into their employees, into what they do, and that money, as we all know, filters back into the community. And so in this situation, if, for example, right now I understand that Charlestown assesses $500 a panel. So if a project put in 80 panels, that'd be a $40,000 value. That $40,000, what I'm asking is, let's say the property was already assessed at $200,000. So $240,000 would be added in, but then the town would grant them a $40,000 exemption. They wouldn't lose any taxes. The mill rate would be what it was. They would still collect the same amount, but the business would profit. And the town would profit. One of the things that solar does out in communities like this is, believe it or not, it actually benefits the utilities. Because when solar is producing the most power and putting the power back onto the grid is when the utility is at its peak rates. And they're spending extra money to try to service air conditioning and all the different things, and that's when you have brownouts and grid instability. And by putting the power back on the fringes of the grid, it stabilizes the grid throughout the state. And I attached a study when I submitted a letter to the Board of Selectmen a couple weeks ago, that there was a study that's been done that shows that actually solar power in New Hampshire, or in New England, I take that back, New England, over the last, since 2014, has actually saved utilities nearly $1 billion through that very process. And so all I'm asking is that the selectmen choose to put the warrant article up to let the town vote on it, without me having to go out and get a petition and walk it through that way. I'm asking you guys to give the small businesses and the people that work in the community the opportunity to vote on it and adopt that tax exemption. I understood you might have some questions of me. Jessica said you guys had some questions.
Did you contact the person that had initially asked to didn't you say that someone was going to put in some solar panels, and you wondered if they had?
Oh, yeah, we actually have talked to, the Baileys are wanting to put in a solar project, and Mr. Turner at the new project here at the Episcopal Church.
Okay.
And there's other businesses that have solar proposals and are considering it, and they're waiting to see what happens with this, because quite frankly, if it offsets most of the value, if their property value jumps up by $50,000, $60,000.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
What are the wishes of the board?
There's some discussion about the wording of it.
Yeah, I do believe
Can we look at it?
I might be able to pass this on to Matt. No. So, I do believe that some of the verbiage needed to be changed, but generally,
I can work with whomever I need to work with, and, I mean, this was a proposed warrant article.
correct. I mean, I'll tell you, myself personally, I think it's great. I believe that we, that's not maybe.
Would you like, would the board like me to review this and give you all a recommendation on amendments to the language?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna attempt to do that immediately here tonight, but I can do that, get you feedback and, correspond with Mr. Proctor to find out if the language that I recommend for the town would also work for him.
Okay. But I personally, I'm all for it.
Thank you.
So there's time. We'll have our attorney look at it and then we'll work with you on it.
Great.
And we'll bring it up to a vote if we can get the wordage the way everybody needs it.
Yeah, I believe once that is done, we'll put it on the warrant
On the agenda.
agenda.
Great. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Let's see. You guys have anything else before I move on? Next is Dave Richardson.
Good evening. My name is Dave Richardson, and I'm here with a few other town residents. We just wanted to go over a couple of things we did. We put together a package of some information. It's real simple. You may want to pull out the first page, but the rest of the stuff, it's just for review and down the road. I have two additional packages, one for Jeff and one for Jess. So I'm just going to leave those there. All right, and then Joel Stoddard is going to say a few words.
Good evening. So I just want to start with what we're presenting is not an attack on anyone in particular at all or anything negative. So everyone got that? Okay, good. So our group has considered the positive and negatives of amending our town government structure from a select board administrator to that of a select board with a town manager. A town manager would be vetted and hired by the select board to uphold the goals and direction of the town as it is laid out by the select board. He or she would have the authority and responsibility to handle questions and issues from the townspeople, non-residents, department heads and employees, and the school district without having to wait for the bi-weekly public meetings, thereby saving you guys, the select board members, from hosting weekly meeting times and many non-public sessions long into the night. Town manager would allow for town concerns to be managed during regular workday hours, providing a smoothly working structure for all. And some of these benefits could include help reduce the select board's workload significantly, help reduce the number of meetings currently required by the select board. It can help to make the select board position more palatable for potential select board members in the future. Help reduce time spent by select board members at budget meetings and workshops. And help guide the department heads and employees. Would reduce select board involvement in personnel matters. and fewer non-public sessions, helping to make select board meetings run smoothly. Not so much involvement in the day-to-day operation of the town, and less time spent on town-related matters, and help to provide steady daily oversight to town operations. We ask your support in presenting this opportunity to the voters of Charlestown in March 2020.
Thank you. Does the board have anything?
What's the cost that you have scheduled out for this?
So the way that we're trying to plan this out is there would be no additional cost. It'd just be reallocation of money that is already spent.
From where?
I'm gonna speak to some, is it okay if I speak to some of the budgetary things? So, certainly this position would be an additional position as well as require salary and benefits to be an employee of the town. Well, one of the big parts would be, is our thought is that, and again, all of this is a concept to being presented to you folks. It would be a group discussion. It would be, working with you folks closely on putting this all together. It's not anything that's set in stone, with input from you guys. So as far as the budgetary part, to help pay for it, what our thought is that to reduce the select boards right now, to reduce your salaries from, whatever your current salary is down to something that, whatever it turns out to be. Maybe it's $1,000 a year, something like that. I don't think that any of you are doing the job for the money. You're probably doing it because, you care about Charlestown and you want to do the job. So, and that's the way a lot of the area towns run as well. Springfield, I think, has 5 select board members, and they have a town manager. Chester, same way, much smaller town, but they have 5 select board members and a town manager as well. And all of them, I want to say, and don't quote me, but they might, the board members may receive $500 or $1,000 or something like that. So that would be a big piece of it, possibly picking up half of a salary. And then, we always, every year, you look at the budgets, we do end up having surpluses, which is great, and it goes into the general fund, which I think some of that could be, directed towards this position. I know right now that any of the surplus does go out to help, abate the taxes as well, but, and then, just having a town manager hopefully will, maybe there'll be some things that can come up. They can streamline some things and make it more effective and be able to pull that out and so that's our thought process. Again, it's not cast in concrete, but and we all know, we've seen over the years, there's been some, like I said, excess, some over budgeting, if you will, that certainly it's an extra position. I know that in the past, even with the rec director last year, there was a big question about, the position and the salary and the need. But this is, in my mind, it's a completely different subject. It's an administrative thing. So we certainly would love to work with you guys. If certainly this whole idea won't work without your support, and that's why we're coming to you tonight to make you aware of the thought process. We intend to have a warrant on the for March to present to the voters, and we would very much like to work together as a group, as a team, and put this together if you folks are in favor of it and will work with us on it. So.
Right, but what's the cost? You can cut us down to 3 and say you can give 3 people $1,000, that's not, what do you think a ballpark figure for a town manager is going right now? In the state of the economy that it is, considering you use the town manager for Enfield, They lost their town manager last November. They just now hired one. So almost well over a year, they went without a town manager. So the economy as it is today says that you struggle to find town managers to begin with. In the economy right now, we can't find workers for our highway department.
Right.
So if we're gonna spend extra money, I would think that maybe we should spend it advertising for our highway department and our police department and get them up to par before we add another additional person onto the payroll.
Well, you wouldn't be adding additional people for the highway or adding additional money for the highway and the police department, because that money.
I wasn't asking that, I'm saying, how do we fill the current positions we cannot fill, but yes, ask the voters to add an additional person of oversight of approximately $100,000 a year? That's on the low end. So I think Haverhill, New Hampshire just hired one at $110,000 a year. So you figure it's an employee market, so, I mean, a town manager right now, they could ask for well over 100,000. And that's not including some of the perks that some of these guys get, right?
Right.
So we're looking at what? Holiday, I mean, I have my notes somewhere.
Well, no different than any other town employee.
Really?
Well,
So,
maybe having a vehicle, but department heads have vehicles.
so some of them have $250 related, job-related expenses. Some of them have car allowance. Some of them have computer maintenance for the computer they bring home. Some of them have travel expenses.
So we included those not as as something that we had to follow. We just use those for reference. I mean, anybody can Google and go online and pull out a town manager job description, okay? But that's kind of, the only reason we included those, Shelley, is because, just to give some ideas on what other area towns, New Hampshire towns have done. Doesn't mean we have to follow them in any way.
Right.
And in our thought process, certainly, if the town of Claremont is much more involved than Charlestown.
16 full-time managers in 71 years. Claremont
Oh,
has.
yeah,
16.
I agree.
Their tenure averages about 4 years.
Yeah.
Claremont has bought out 2 contracts that have cost them an enormous amount of money. So,
Yeah, it isn't guaranteed. We're not suggesting that this would be a guaranteed thing, or it would be new. It's a new position. Charlestown hasn't gone through this before. Maybe we'd be breaking some new ground, but number one, it will help cut down on your workload, without a doubt. Because any of us who have been involved in the town and committees and things around know what you guys put in, and it's a lot. We all know that. And, that's time from families, that's time from home, that's time from work, whatever. So that's the idea. So we're open to suggestions. We absolutely are. We're open to working with you. We want to make this work, and we'd like you to have the same idea. And I would agree with you that some town managers, their salaries are up in that range, without a doubt. Maybe we could do something a little bit less. We don't have to have a town manager with 25 years of experience that could go into Lebanon, New Hampshire, or Hanover, or Manchester, or something like that. Maybe we could do something with, slightly younger, less experienced. I'm not saying learn on the job, but
but there are pitfalls. I mean, let's be honest.
Sure.
Glasgow, in June 25th of 2021, is now paying $250,000 in a severance package to a town manager that they couldn't get along with.
Mhm.
So it can cost.
Without a doubt.
My other question would be, is,
I said the same thing could happen to the select board.
well, you wouldn't pay me a severance if I decide to resign. The taxpayers wouldn't be on the hook for it if I decide to walk out tonight.
I suppose that's true, but.
Like if I decide to walk out and this board doesn't,
But the argument with the replacement of all the Claremont folks, if we had an issue with if you guys had found some fault with the town, you could still sue us and we could still be on the hook for money.
so in that, I think it was in 1983, there was a warrant article in Charlestown about the town administrator having to be from Charlestown. Because I love our town very, very much. However, we prefer to have people work in our town that know our town and know our people. We're very strong about that. We're very passionate about that. I think we even said that, many people said that about Bill being on the select board when he was voted in, that he didn't have enough time in town. He wasn't from town. So where are we going to find a town manager from the town of Charlestown that's going to understand each and every single one of these residents, what they struggle with and how they struggle with it every single day?
You're not.
So how am I gonna
So-
find, how are we gonna find a town manager that's gonna know what our fire department goes through? Or how about what Keith does every day?
Nobody's gonna walk in as a brand new employee that you search for and know all of that. I mean, you learn on the job. You know, there's a certain degree of, you walk around the town, you shake hands, you meet Keith, you know, you meet the fire department, you meet the ambulance folks, you meet the police chief, and you learn. You know, and I know exactly what you're saying, but we're not gonna find somebody, I mean, unless all of a sudden somebody pops up out of town that is qualified for the position, without a doubt, but it's not a new concept, you know, hiring an out-of-town town manager.
This is my little tidbit. So the majority of the state of New Hampshire, all the towns, majority run select board with some sort of administrative assistant or administrator. I have lists and lists of all the towns. And the one that we are basically mirror image of is Hopkinton,
Okay?
and they don't have a town manager. So that being said, the select board acts as the executive, and the people of the town act as the legislature. If you change that, you put a town manager in there, town manager becomes the executive, the select board becomes the legislature, people become the advisory. So we just took the power away from them to a degree. It's just food for thought.
I think, can I respond to that?
Sure.
I think that if you look in the RSAs, what you'll notice is that there's no attempt, nor do the RSAs provide for the select board to give up all of their authority. The select board and you folks would still have the ultimate authority over the town manager and the town operations. Okay, so that's not a question. The town manager would be relieving some of your duties.
A superintendent.
Well, so, I mean, I know how many budget meetings that you guys go to, right? Budget meetings, workshops, getting together with the department heads, doing all that. That's a position that, I mean, a job that a town manager would be doing a lot of the legwork on. They'd certainly be coming to you and the town, the voters, to approve it.
But we have a town administrator that does that.
No,
That we
well,
give at whatever board sits here, this board, the last board, the board before, gives that individual certain privileges and powers
Mhm.
to act in their state if we are not a collective.
What's the average population of a town that has a manager?
The average population is over
You
6,000.
said you said most towns are run on a select board as this one is.
Right.
What's
But
the average town, I mean, the larger towns have a manager, correct? And we're not a very high populated town,
No.
nor with the business, we're not that populated either.
Haverhill, New Hampshire, that's about 1,500 residents, and they have a town manager. So it really is, it really isn't,
Where's the
runs
benefit?
across the board.
Where's the benefit?
So can I respond to your administrative assistant? Now, from my time on the finance committee, I've always understood that you folks have met with, or the majority of you have met with the department heads to go over their budgets, right? So you may pass that along, your administrative assistant is there to, make suggestions, plug the data into the budget, etc., answer questions. But you folks are the ones who have the ultimate authority and talking to the department heads and making the decisions to axe this or add this or whatever might be needed. So I just don't want any of you to feel like that is the intent to take this authority away from you folks, because it is not.
I don't think it's about authority. I think it's about adding another layer that the residents have to go through when they should have, this town should have direct contact and be able to have that ability. And we just went from 3 to 5 2 years ago.
Mhm.
And
Right.
now you have another group coming together going, no, we want to change it again. Sometimes you need to let things sit for a little bit and see how they play out.
Mhm.
This constant changing, it doesn't get anybody on a path to be able to do anything.
Mhm.
So this, you have a relatively new board, who I think for the most part over the last couple months have made some positive changes. There are some that would say that they may not agree with a few of the decisions. But the fact of the matter is if you want to change it up again, you're never going to be able to address the issues that are before every single resident today. And adding $100,000 position into this budget, when we have buildings that are falling apart, we have a fire department that is in shambles. Let's spend let's spend
Task squad for another $40,000.
we haven't
That was based off
decided
of
to
what the
do
citizens
anything.
asked for.
No, it wasn't.
If
Aren't
it
you guys
was-
on the
if-
finance committee? What's your real agenda here? Where's the rest of your posse? Where's Steve?
So-
Where's Matt?
I'm gonna call
So
back.
if you
point of
guys
order.
wanted to, we could have come down here with a plan, and we could have had it all laid out, and all the positions,
Mr.
the
Chairman?
dollar amount
Point of order,
requirements.
No crosstalk, please.
Okay.
just the presenters, please.
Well, if you already have a plan, as you just stated, you have a plan,
No,
it's
that
all
is
laid
not what I
out.
said. I said if we came down here with a plan, and we presented to you exactly what we wanted to do, you guys would have felt like you had no say in it, and like we had our own agenda.
So are you giving me the opportunity to say I would like to be a part of your thing, or if I say no, then I'm against you? I'm not against anything. I want to see numbers, and if it benefits the residents and the taxpayers of this town, then let's do it. But if it's adding another position on and another layer of bureaucracy, then I'm not for it.
Can I respond? So I think you would have somebody with a town manager, you would certainly have day-to-day contact. So somebody would be there in the office in regular hours for, our townspeople to come in.
I have somebody, we have an HR person.
And that also is part of this whole discussion is, for the town of Charlestown, do we need an HR person that's quote an HR person? That certainly is something that, and I don't know, I'm the first to say, Shelley, that I don't have enough experience or I don't have enough time spent in the town office.
Well, I
to
can
do
tell
it.
you that those two positions are still cheaper than your town manager.
Well, and that's all something that can be worked out, but a town manager would be there handling these personnel matters. They would, I'm not saying,
Well, isn't the HR person handling those situations now?
well, maybe they are right now, but if we decided to bring on a town manager,
So then we get
Then-
rid of the HR person and now we just have the town manager
or
for $100+
or-
thousand.
you just have to work everything out. I mean, the job has to be done. The HR portion has to be done one way or the other. So whether it was, a town manager or your HR person who has been hired, recently, whenever, that's to be determined. And maybe a town manager would be able to help with that streamlining or analyzation. Maybe they would be able to help analyze. I don't know. Like I said, I'm the first to say I haven't spent much time in the town office, and I am not educated enough to.
Well, we
make
do
that-
have an HR person
I understand.
who is gonna be going out and starting to do that supervision stuff. And then they will have the direct
Mhm.
connection with us, which is sort of like what you're saying a town manager would do. So we already have part of the town manager right there. And as far as the long hours, I'm pretty sure we all knew what we were getting into when we wanted to be elected. And I'm fine with the long hours. I enjoy Charlestown, I enjoy this town, I enjoy the work we do.
Yeah. So clearly, you're not for
I'm not
this concept.
stressed by it, no.
No, I know, but clearly you're maybe not for this concept, and.
I'm for it if it doesn't cost the taxpayers money and it doesn't take away from the other budgets that are within this town. So if you
Yeah.
can keep all the other budgets exactly the way they are and you don't lower them, and you can make this happen, then I am on board.
And it's not for this little group, and I will say there's 4 of us here tonight, but there's, a couple of other people that have been involved.
I think
but
there's a garage involved on Monday nights,
There's
isn't there?
what?
A garage involved on Monday nights?
No.
Something about meetings?
So
Who's
So
this
anyway.
benefit? Who would this benefit? This benefits somebody other than the town.
Oh, no,
I mean,
no.
there has to be a
Point of order.
benefit. There's
No,
more than,
if-
there's
if-
more to this than just we
Point of
wanna
order.
eliminate, worry about
No
their hours
public
that are not
comment, Mr.
working
Chairman, please.
overtime.
Yes, there is no public comment.
It's certainly, the intent is not to benefit any individual that's here tonight at all.
I'm not suggesting that
I
it does.
understand that, I
I'm
understand
not.
that, but this whole, the money part of it is, my feeling would be, between you folks and the finance committee, and maybe there's, a few other people that wanted to be involved. There would be a group put together, and certainly you folks would be totally a part of it, given the thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever.
So we're in budget season now, right? So you come before us and you say, all right, we know you're stacked busy. We know you're stacked busy meeting with department heads, running over budgets. You gotta, there's all this stuff you have to do, but now you're also advocating that along with all of that I have to do, if we all want, we can take some extra time out and spend with you guys and really formulate this.
I would agree with that statement.
Maybe we should take a year, and maybe if we all can come to some consensus, really sit down and think about this. Maybe we can put it on the warrant for next March, when we're not in the middle of budget season, where I'm now gonna be beginning to be looking at budgets, Jeremy is, we all are.
Right.
So if we're gonna do this on March, this coming year, that seems a little time pressed, considering this is the first time I'm hearing about it, so I'm sure it's the first time most of the residents are hearing about it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So how about we just slow down and we work through this and we maybe put it on the warrant for next year?
Well, how about if we did this? We certainly weren't expecting any sort of a definitive decision tonight. What if?
Well, March is right around the
No,
corner.
I know, but I think that the warrant article could very well be on there anyway. So I mean, it just takes a a petition signed by a certain number of signatures to have something go on the
You
warrant.
could, but if you wanted to be successful and really get the backing of the residents, wouldn't we just slow down, take our time, have some public hearings for other residents to be able to have and make an informed decision?
And maybe that's what will ultimately happen. I don't know. But that's, what we would really like to see is, here it is the 1st of November, but if the 5
Don't
of
touch me
you
again.
would
Don't
talk
touch
about
me
it
again, okay?
and come
I
back
won't pepper spray if you touch me again.
with what you're saying, or, when you've had time to think about it and everything, come back with a response, then, again, we're here to work with you. And I know,
Then I'm going to say, can you please slow it down? Let's get through budget season and not put it on the warrant so that the residents of this town can take part in public meetings and have some discussion.
Point of order, he's violating my rights right now from filming the proceedings. Also, First Amendment, right?
Excuse me. No, speaking.
He's violating my rights right now by blocking my camera, so I'm going to call it out. And he also touched me, I don't want him to touch me. So he's being disruptive to my business.
So what,
Shelley, hold on. Any more outbursts, I'm shutting the meeting down.
so what I heard Mr. Stoddard say is he's gonna, I think, or I got the impression that he was gonna move forward on this no matter what, no matter.
why don't you come back to us with a response on December 1st? I can't give you a definitive answer tonight on yea or nay, what you said. But I do understand that you are during budget, you're in budget season right now, and I know it's extra work. I know it is. This whole process of, vetting and finding a candidate is extra work, without a doubt. And somebody is gonna have to go through it at some point, sometime. Now, maybe this isn't the best time.
Well, we're not talking about vetting a candidate, we're just talking about putting it on the warrant.
No, but what you said was that we are asking you now, within the budget session where you're really busy, we're asking you to now take additional time to, start talking and figuring this whole, and thinking out some of the details.
Because we would have to look at that office. And you're asking us to look at employees' jobs that we currently have and may have to make the decision of whether or not, if we went this route, if we were eliminating someone's job.
Correct.
And you want me, I don't know about the other members, you want me to make that decision in a month?
I do not.
You said come back to you December 1st.
What I'm suggesting is that you come back to us as a board, as a group decision, not each one of you, but as a group decision, come back to us and just give us your overall thoughts. If you as a group say, well, we like the idea, but right now, we just can't work it. Now, the other, then we would certainly, we want your support. I mean, your support is mandatory, really. It's really necessary in order for this whole concept to work. So.
Well, you say that, but then you say, but all I need is 25 signatures and I can put it on the warrant.
And that is the truth, though. I mean, every year, stuff gets put on by petition. It can happen. So, we would like to hear back from you. Now, the other thing, if I could just make one more point, we wouldn't be asking you immediately we wouldn't even be asking you to review current employees' positions and salaries and from a financial standpoint, and decide whether you need to eliminate a position or not. Maybe that's something that you could a town manager and you folks would work together on as a group. Or, you know, the town manager, maybe you would delegate and say, listen, we're doing this, and this. You know, do we have the right people in place? And believe me, this meeting tonight for us has nothing to do with any individual employees at all.
Dave,
Yes.
we have a new human resource person on board. The person hasn't been on that long, but the short time they have been on, they've done an excellent job, and we're not even, we go through with this, not even giving this person a chance to prove what they can do, and they've done a great job so far.
Well, and again, if you have a town manager come in and work with that person, maybe it'll benefit everybody. I don't know. I mean, this is the beginning of possibly a process, and that's it. You know, it's, and I think you all, hopefully you all know and feel that, you know, we want to work with you on it. It's the beginning of a process. We're just trying to present the concept. That's all tonight is. You know, it's conceptual. The RSAs kind of show what, you know, the blah, blah, blah of the, you know, the process is and everything. We really would love your support and we really want to work with you.
So let's do this. Take it a step further, right? I know there's generic job descriptions, but I also know that town manager would take over water and sewer, and on top of that, so that eliminates a few more positions.
They would take over fire and police.
Correct. But take it a step further, put a monetary value to it. Something that if you can find an average of what all the town managers in New Hampshire are making right now, put that together. I don't know what their packages look like. I mean, if you take a step further and come up with what you think, I mean, obviously that we would work together and tweak it. Whatever you think would be the right job description, a monetary value. And perhaps you could reach out to other towns that have town managers and ask them how it has worked, history. Because as we've said, or Shelley has said, some towns have had problems, other towns it's worked great with.
Right.
So I'd like to know what the problems were with the towns that have bought out contracts and stuff, and the towns where they haven't had any issues. And maybe we can find something there in the middle.
We can do that.
I'm not saying that we're gonna be 100% on board, but we're more than willing to take the next step with you.
Yeah. And I'd just like to point one thing out that you just said. You were talking about, in one sentence, you were talking about eliminating positions, and then you were talking about how the town manager would now be taking over the fire department and the police department. In my opinion, and according to the RSAs, in my opinion and our discussion, they would not be, although they would have the oversight of these departments and the department heads, it would certainly not be eliminating, you know, the chief of police or the fire.
No, it
Right,
just,
okay, just, right.
it just has, it puts authority over those personnel.
No,
Yeah,
and be mindful that in September 2nd, 2021, in Salem, New Hampshire, the police union did a no confidence on their town manager, and they had to get rid of him. So I understand HR is a tricky thing, and I definitely think that there needs to be better structure. I definitely think that we need to have supervisions, and we need to be able to talk to department heads, and we need to be able to communicate effectively with employees and such, and I understand that maybe with past boards and maybe currently with this board, that there's some disconnect. However, there's disconnect no matter which model you go to if you're talking about HR. So, you know, we have an HR person, Nancy said, and I think she's magnificent and has done some great things. As far as this board's concerned, the reason we haven't met with the finance committee yet is because we are putting things in place, because our employees, the town employees, are our greatest asset.
Absolutely.
And when we come in before the finance committee, they better be number one when we start talking to you guys. Not our buildings, not our programs, but the employees. And that is at least my number one. So, you know what? We'll talk about it, I guess.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for listening.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Next is department head and committee reports. Ms. Chafee on? Bill?
If she is, it might be her phone number and I don't recognize it. There's 52 people on there.
Pat, are you on? All right, we'll move on to Mr. Wade.
As far as transfer station solid waste, I have nothing. Unless you guys have a question.
Okay, thank you, Patty.
On the highway side, we finished up cleaning up Scenic Hill and South Hemlock. Getting ditches cleaned out for the road they missed back in July. So we're completely done. Anything to do with FEMA. Just waiting to get back from FEMA for their final inspection, so we button it up, get reimbursed. As you know, some paving got done last week. We did part of our plan because it's so late in the year. So we got 3 roads done, got the shoulders all done. So, we've been changing culverts. We've been culverts on Burrows Road, Break Neck Hill, we did a good sized culvert. We go up on Ackworth Road. You should see a purchase order for the paving of that project.
Yes.
Okay. We're still sending the grader out, trying to get some of the potholes in the dirt roads in between everything else. We started getting the winter stuff ready, the plow frames on the trucks. We put the plows up, wings up, make sure everything's working. So if something was to happen fairly soon, we're ready to go. Sand and salt's full. We were up to bid for winter sand. I don't know if it's hit the paper yet. I don't get the local paper, but Jess is putting an ad in.
Right. Yep.
Bids are due on the 17th of this month. That's pretty much all I have.
Did you get the plans for the Taylor Hill project?
We got
The prelims?
prelims from the surveyor. I believe Jess is working on getting the PDF for the people to get a copy of it. Charlie, I believe, is working on that, with the neighbors, a copy of the plan.
Do you feel the plan's adequate? Do you feel the plan is adequate?
Well, it's not gonna be an easy job for us, brand new now. The surveyor and us, we have no idea where the pipes run now. So
Okay.
there's a shot in the dark once we get started. We'll get it into that 25-foot easement.
Yeah.
So we know where it is, and we'll have marks and bounds and all that stuff for the future. I don't believe, I mentioned to Charlie, I don't believe that project's gonna happen this year. It's gonna be next spring. At the rate we're going, by the time we get the neighbors look at the plan, everybody agree to it, is we're right up against their houses, right against their decks, well, I mean, we're at tight against everything up there. We're gonna move some of their sheds to do this, and by the time we meet with them, if they're okay, go to legal, get the language in everybody's deeds, it's not gonna happen until spring. It's not, nothing that the homeowners wanna hear, it's just reality. You know, we're not looking forward to spring, been up there day and night, up in water 24 hours a day ourselves.
Right.
You know, we get the spring thaw, we come every 24 hour days. We're not looking for it, but the reality is, the winter.
Do we wanna schedule having the neighbors come in and talk to them? Because we had said that, but I don't think we're gonna be able to get them in until December.
Yeah. It's something we'll put on notes for Jess. Chief LaFlamme.
Jay finally was able to break free from the and was down last week working on the trucks. The new engine, everything that's been approved by the manufacturer is basically done. He still suspects we might have some problems with that CAPS unit, but it's a computer problem that it has to act up while he has the computer hooked to the truck. So we're gonna continue to, when he comes down to work on the other things, we'll continue to run that and test it as he goes along. The pump on the tanker, he is pursuing what you were looking for was a quote to just replace it.
Yep.
With something new. He's calling the manufacturer to find out if they still make that model as well. So he will have an answer for us on that within the next couple of weeks. And the engine one is, he's gonna help work with one of my lieutenants to try to get that up and running, the CAPS part of it. But all the trucks will fight fire, they'll pump water with no problem. It's just the extra, so to speak.
Okay.
Okay?
So Shelley doesn't have to drive it back yet?
Not yet.
I will though.
I knew you would. So, other than that, participation is up. Unfortunately now, with participation being up, payroll goes up.
No, that's good. I'm glad that your participation is up. It's good. I mean, it's good to see that people are getting involved again.
Right now, we have, 12 on the rescue squad. So we're just hoping to get some of them into at least the first responder class.
Is that scheduled?
No, we haven't done anything yet. It all depends on the budget, Joey.
Yep.
So my last question, you already know what it is.
I don't.
What's that?
I was gonna ask,
What,
the license?
yes,
Oh,
the license.
The license, I talked to Dale today, we're still waiting on the doctor to do the agreement. He's in a situation now, though, where
Is he
all the
mayor?
licensed service agencies, they have to have the same contract that we have,
Yeah.
that we're gonna get, and theirs are running out. So he's pushing the date to where he has to have it. Because otherwise, the licensed services that have right now, they have to renew, they can't renew without this agreement. It's the same agreement, whether it be for Golden Cross or whether it be for the fire department in Charlestown. It's still the same agreement, and he's got to get it done. So that is moving forward still.
Maybe you could get the mayor on it.
Possibly.
Stacy on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Stacy. You're
How's it
up.
going? So right now we're in fall cleanup mode. Unique signs, installed the sign in front of the new building today.
I did see that. Looks nice.
Joyce Higgins actually, got in touch with an 8th grade teacher, or vice versa, and she did a little history lesson on the town of Charlestown up to the Forest Hill Cemetery. That was kind of nice. I guess it's something they used to do in the past. Other than that, that's about it.
Thank you, Stacy. You guys have any questions?
Thank you.
Nobody from the rec department? Library?
No.
No. Okay. Guess we're gonna move on.
Library's here.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I was not trying to
it's-
hush you out.
What?
I didn't think you were gonna be on.
Well, I wasn't gonna be able to be there, but I can be here. We haven't had a lot going on at the library. We've had an adult program each month. We did have Simon Brooks come last month, and it was actually a lot of fun. The big thing that we're excited about is getting a grant from Claremont Savings Bank to upgrade our Wi-Fi and hopefully improve it over what Comcast has been able to do for us. So that should be happening before the end of the year.
Well, that sounds good.
Yes, so you guys don't have to run off the old network anymore.
So it will help the voting too, Jen?
When he's done, he assured me that we could get Wi-Fi across the street. So it should be helpful in the entire building. So all those little offices in there, you guys should be able to connect without any problems.
Okay.
So those are the main points.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Entertain a motion for minutes of previous meetings.
Make a motion to accept the minutes of previous meetings.
I second it.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion? Go by roll call. Bill?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Shelley?
Yes.
Jeremy, yes. Consent agenda.
I make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
And I second it.
All right. We have a first and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Bill?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Shelley?
Yes.
Jeremy, yes. All right, I have a little letter here from the CMS Recycling Club that I'm going to read aloud. We hope this letter finds you well. We are reaching out today from Charlestown Middle School Recycling Club. Our recycling club is made up of 7th and 8th grade students and has been a club for 25 years. The main goal is to take care of all the paper and plastic recycling from CMS. In addition to this goal, we have another that we're very passionate about. The goal is that we also adopt a family for the holidays. Every year, we pick a family that we will provide food and presents to at Christmas. This family is usually underprivileged and or struggling family from within our own community. The family we adopt will need help affording foods and presents. This year, we need some help. We need some help ourselves in order to make this project happen. We are writing to you to ask for donations to help us support a family for Christmas. Normally to fundraise, we would hold a dance at the beginning of the year, but because of new COVID-19 regulations, that was not able to happen this year. We thought this pandemic would put an end to our Adopt a Family project. But our club has pushed forward and we are fighting to make it happen. We have set a fundraising goal of $1,200 and we're reaching out to local businesses. We hope you can help us reach our goal. Our recycling club would appreciate any donation that you would be willing to make. Thank you for your consideration. Sincerely, the CMS Recycling Club. Make note of that. Any other discussion?
Are we supposed to come up with something to give them?
I think they just.
I'm just reading aloud so the public knows, so people can donate. We ourselves can donate. We'd have to have a discussion, probably full board, if we as a board want to donate. Anything else?
No, I just wonder how they pick a family and the Santa Claus Club might be able to help them on that. I think they know. They they donate clothes and stuff. And Dick might be able to help them out with food.
I keep going, sorry.
Were you paying attention?
No, I was outside. I just came back in.
The recycling club at CMS
Yeah.
wants to put together some food and gifts for a needy family.
All right, yeah.
You can help them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll get hold of Emily. She's the one that usually sets it up down there at the primary school, the nurse.
No,
No?
it's not that school.
It's a middle school
Yeah.
recycling club that's
Oh,
doing
the
it.
middle school, CMS, all right.
Yeah.
All right, so- all right, so-
Robin
Robin,
Lance.
right, Robin Lance, yeah. Yeah, I talked to her often,
Yeah.
but, yeah.
Just mention to her that we got notice from the recycling club and maybe she can help them out a little bit
All right,
Can we
with a
approve that?
resource.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Can we take a vote to approve that so we can get that off our spots?
Sure.
We've had it for 2 weeks.
I know, but I think we need a change for it.
Oh. I apologize.
But we can talk about that.
No, that's fine.
Want to vote? Okay. Anything else?
Is that it?
That's it.
I make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
I have a motion on the floor, and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.
I apologize for the disruption. I apologize for any disruption that I may have caused.
Quite all right.
Okay, thank you. May I ask why Jeff is not here? How you doing? I'm just. Why Jeff wasn't here? You don't know why? You don't know why, or just tell me?
You've got some First Amendment rights, but can't stand for the flag.
That's also a First Amendment right.
First Amendment right.
Are you a socialist? Are you a
First
socialist?
Amendment right not to stand for the pledge.
In 1989, Francis Bell, a National Socialist, wrote the Pledge of Allegiance.
The pledge.
Really?
Too loud.
Well, at least you sung it. At least you sung
Okay,
it.
he said,
Rule that it's a First Amendment right not to stand. And if you're a socialist, you believe in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Excuse me?
Yeah, because Francis Bellamy was America that started. The Nazis copied us. They also copied our uniforms. You probably didn't know that either.
I'll take it outside. That's fine.
So don't tell me I don't have the right to do that. I have a First Amendment right. Actually, I'm not.
Liberal, my ass.
I don't identify with any
"We don't
parties.
do identity politics."
Yeah, I don't identify with anything. I believe in liberty and freedom, and welcome to America, where you have the right to do these things, sir.
The press is right here if you want to talk to them.
Guess what, sir? Look at this right here.
Yeah, we're pressed too.
Look, ready?
Really? We're pressed too. Let's see it. Nice.
Right there.
Cool.
I am press.
What did you,
At least your followers like that don't
I have 20,000 followers, more than some news agencies around here. Don't give me this, sir.
Guys, I wasn't here.
Excuse me, what
Yes.
did you apologize for? I heard you apologize.
I just want to make sure that I wasn't disrupting it, but
Doesn't matter.
my rights were being violated by that gentleman by blocking my
I
camera.
told you.
And I
did.
certainly don't stand by when people's rights.
I wasn't.
Okay,
what was that?
so if I stood
That guy
there
was
and
going in front of my.
if I did it there,
That guy was going in front of my camera, and I just asked if we can have people's rights respected here because my rights were being
go to
violated.
absolute defiance.
And I don't stand by when people's rights are being violated.
All right?
So you just wanted to apologize? I mean, it was nice that you apologized.
Yes, of course, I don't want to be one that cause a disruption, but when someone's violating someone's rights,
I'm with myself.
especially like the closest person
But he's a
next to
friend
me,
of mine.
that's the chairman tonight.
It was a pretty boring meeting,
Bail
though.
conditions say that
No,
you
yeah,
can't be on
that guy next to me made it pretty exciting, I tell you.
It didn't make it very, that's not very good video, just when they're talking about solar power.
So the motivation of you coming tonight, that's what you might want to get interested in. And this is the gentleman right here that was also exercising his rights here.
I talked.
Yes, yeah, and that's why I'm here, because I wanted to maybe get a question or two from Jeff.
So are you a supporter of Jeff?
I am not a supporter of Jeff.
No, nobody called 911.
You were just parked in front of my house.
Welcome to America. Welcome to America.
I know America. I'm
born here, motherfucker.
Okay, so we can park where the fuck we want.
You can't park on private property.
Oh, give me a break.
You talk about town managers in this town, are you kidding me?
What about this town? Get out of this town. You don't belong here.
Yes, we all belong wherever we want. This is America. Go to North Korea if you don't want it. If you want to stay home all day, go to North Korea. You guys want to believe in socialism? Go live in a socialist country. This is America. This is the freest state in the country, and we're going to respect everyone's rights. That's how it goes. We are going to live free or we're going to die, and I will die in place before anyone takes my rights away. Do you understand that? You might not like what we do, but we have the right to do it, and you must respect that. You should not try to take our rights away. You should not violently assault people. You guys don't understand it.
Assaults this guy for exercising his First Amendment right. A selectman assaulted this guy.
Yo, you might want to watch your mouth.
Wait.
That is his son.
Do not touch him. Don't touch him.
Who you are?
Don't touch him. I'm telling you right now.
Your fucking dad don't fucking scare me either. I know all about you, bro. And I'm gonna
What
take
do
this
you know
whole
about
fucking
him?
town down with me too.
Yeah,
Watch.
you ain't gonna do
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's all good. It's all great. I'm still fucking here, ain't
And
I?
you're still a
I'm
bitch.
still here,
And
ain't
you're
I?
still a bitch.
I'm still here. The whole fucking town can come out here.
That's right. When you violate people's rights,
Don't belong here.
you get rewarded for it. People get punished.
Hey, anyone can be in this
Make
country.
me. Anybody could fucking go anywhere in this
Right.
country. This
That's
you
right.
don't belong here.
Go to North Korea. Move to North Korea.
This is my
Bye.
town, motherfucker.
I'll pay for your fucking plane ticket to North Korea. I'll pay for your plane ticket to North Korea.
Yeah, so do I.
See,
I
that's the
pay
difference.
taxes in this
That's
town.
the difference.
I work in this
I don't
town.
give a shit. I don't care.
Go to North Korea. Go move to North Korea. You don't like rights. You like socialism. You want to violate people's rights. You want to support people's rights getting violated. Go to North Korea. They'll love you there.
Supposedly paid for.
Supposedly?
It's a joke.
Baby, I pay
It's
more
a
taxes
joke.
than you.
Who cares? My dick's bigger. Whatever.
You know nothing about me.
I know you're a bitch.
That's right.
I know you just got arrested the other day
It's
for
all
doing
good.
this.
Yeah, and you're gonna pay him. You're paying him.
You're not gonna
Your
do something.
officials. You should be upset about your officials, not this guy.
I'm not
You
upset
hear this,
about my
guys?
officials.
Okay, well you're gonna be paying for it for their actions. You get that?
No, they don't get that. They don't get that.
That's what I'm trying to convey to
Until
them.
they have another town meeting, right, regarding corners and his bullshit that he's pulling around here. That it's all coming out. All of it's coming out. Okay, and it's not fair to you guys, and you have no idea.
I feel
what
bad that
even
you guys
do
have to
with
pay
it.
the dime
You
that's
have
gonna
no
go to him.
idea.
I
And
feel
then
bad.
Terry
It's because your public
Russell
officials are
also
corrupt.
Hands on. You think that's not gonna get a lawsuit? You're
I just got a settlement from wrongful arrest.
What? 'Cause of a camera?
Why? Because I was wrong? I was wrong?
Come on, man. I'm hiding.
Figure
behind
that one
this
out.
camera? Really?
What are you
Are you
actually
recording?
You
I don't want to get into it, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Did you work for mass accountability?
No, I don't
What
want.
about Steve?
Don't know Steve.
Accountability for all?
You're nothing. Your dad's nothing, bro.
Turn your camera off.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, all right.
I don't even care, dude. Well, I always.
Well, I'm here for him.
You are? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, I've been arrested.
I'm here to
for
protect
less.
people's rights.
I've been arrested.
That's what I'm
I
about.
know all about your bullshit at school. I know all your bullshit on the side
You mean
of the
when he
road.
was a minor?
I know all of it, dude. I know
So
all
this
of
is
it,
the
bro.
chief's
When
son?
my mom
Let me
has
get
been
this right.
covering
This
up all
is the
your
chief's
bullshit
son?
Your whole life.
Is
When
that
I
the
thought
chief's
it's
son?
over,
When I
dude.
fucking got
The fun is
arrested?
over, bro.
When I got arrested
Yeah,
by
where's
him when
the
I was
case?
fucking
Where'd the
17?
case go?
The case went to fucking.
The case went in the
juvenile
fucking trash, bro.
No, the case went to a juvenile fucking court.
Okay, all
where I
right.
had to go and sit and
All right, dude. That's why I'm getting records every day from everybody
You
in this
can't
town,
get his
bro.
juvenile record, stupid.
Everybody's coming out here telling me everything, dude, that's going on in this town. You guys need to fucking be on it, not against it, dude.
Yeah, I
You're
think you guys
fighting
should.
the wrong person, bro. I'm on your
Yeah, you are. Yes, you are.
No, you don't understand, dude. I'm on your team.
What?
You have no
Could you
idea
imagine if I said
why.
that to you? You don't
You're
belong in my
blind.
town? That's not how it
You're
works.
blind.
In my fucking town.
Yes, I do. I'm right here. I belong right here, right now to protect people's rights. This is exactly where I need to be. This is exactly where I need to be right now. So don't tell me where I can and can't be. You don't understand that.
Dude, I don't just come to this town. I go all over the place.
Yeah, I've seen.
All
I
right?
know who you
And I
are.
do it for a reason. And the reason is because we have rights to do it.
And I'm going to be here to protect
We have
them.
the right to watch our government, dude. And when it's corrupt,
We have another
we have
supporter
the
that wants
right
to
bring
protect
that to
rights.
light.
God damn.
All right?
God damn it.
I don't know what to say to you, man. I don't know who you are exactly, bro. All I know is you're related to
But
the
you're
same
getting his
person.
records. How do you not know who the fuck he is?
I'm gaining access to a lot of sources out of people that are telling me shit, okay?
Right, people.
And it's all gonna come out, dude. All
What's
right?
gonna come out? What's gonna
All
come
of
out?
it.
That
All
he's
of
the
it.
chief of police's son?
Dude, the Department of Justice is already on this shit.
Good
Okay?
for the DOJ.
The Attorney General is already on this.
Good
dude.
for them.
It is not good for you. It's not. You don't understand.
You're footing the dime for it because your public officials are corrupt. And if they weren't corrupt, you wouldn't have to foot the dime. We are proving it. I record it. I record it, and that's it. The camera don't lie. The camera never lies, guys. No matter if I'm found guilty in court or not, I have witness right here. I can't lie because my camera's capturing the truth. How can I lie at that point?
And you know what? It's all better for all the people in this town.
I am on your side.
It's all right. I
Thank
know
you.
a lot of people are going to start standing up around here because they're scared of your father.
Yeah.
And that's
I don't want you guys paying for the lawsuit that's going to go in his pocket because of your officials being corrupt. You want to pay more taxes? You're going to pay more and more. You're going to pay a lot more.
We shouldn't hold the public.
Don't sue him.
We shouldn't hold our public.
He violated rights. Do you not like that? You like that?
I thought you
You like
guys
people's
wanted
rights
to
being
sing the
violated?
fucking national anthem.
Idiots.
And salute the flag, but you
You're
don't
the
want
fucking
us
bitch. You
to
wouldn't even
hold
stand up
our.
for it.
Oh, give me. I wasn't
I'm
even
not
here.
a socialist. That was written by Francis Bellamy, a
wasn't even
national
here.
socialist.
Even if
I will not.
didn't
He
stand
did
up
that
for
to
the
sell
fucking
flags, and he sold a lot of flags.
Are logically inconsistent.
Francis Bellamy. Hey, when did they add "in God"?
But,
You know?
don't hold our
51.
public officials
Close though.
accountable.
51. That was close enough. I'll give you that. 5 years. 5 years.
We're not inside, and I got a loud fucking voice. You guys aren't gonna tell me you didn't stand for the pledge. Fuck you, I didn't stand for the fucking pledge. Okay?
Disorderly conduct.
That's disorderly conduct. That's disorderly conduct. Oh, those are fighting words coming from the chief's son, calling somebody to go out back and fight. Oh yeah, that's disorderly conduct. That's fighting words.
Guys, that's
Okay.
the chief's son right there, guys.
No, you're the one that wants to fight.
I'll
You're
tell you
the
my
one that
YouTube
wants to
channel,
fight.
Breaking the Flaw. I don't break the law, I break the flaw, and that's the government, the cops, the politician.
F-L-A-W?
Yes, you got it. You can check me out on Odyssey. ODYSEE.
Can't hold our public. You don't want us to hold them accountable to the Constitution.
I will say
You
yes.
don't want us to
Okay,
hold
yeah.
them accountable
But that's
to
about it.
the
That's
Constitution.
it.
Why do you, you came packing today?
I always carry.
I appreciate that, because we
Why
will.
is that?
Because it's my right, and I don't want to ever lose control of my life, and I'm going to protect others as well as my
Aaron
own.
Court is not a main street. It's a dead end, stupid.
It's a street. It's a street.
It's
Yes,
a
the
street.
road is public.
It's a
My
public
driveway
road.
is not. You don't have a driveway. Yeah, I do. There's no driveways.
What is
the
what
fuck do you
what
think
kind of
we're
weapon is
talking?
it? Just so I know.
Who plows you?
I mean,
Well, because details are big. If you're a member of the journalist, you know that.
I've been pretty public with it. So it's a P80 Glock 19, so
Glock. What caliber is that?
9mm.
And this was the chief's son. I don't know. Who's the woman?
I guess it's his girlfriend.
No, it's not.
It's not? Sister? Oh, I don't know. I'm just guessing. It was a guess. Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I apologize. You look a lot younger, so is that...
His girlfriend was in my house when this joker fucking pulled up.
I'm gonna go see what's going on. Hey.
All right.
Take.
But, you know, I feel bad for the town because they're going to be paying your nice little lawsuit there for a wrongful arrest and violent assaults. That's why Jeff wasn't here today. You guys didn't know that? Jeff violently assaulted him, took his equipment, which he ended up getting back from the state police because he couldn't call the local police because the local police arrested him illegally as well. This is the story, guys. This is the story. It's unfortunate that that's what your town's like. And it's going to cost you guys a lot of money.
Nothing you know anything about.
I'm gonna buy your new truck.
Yeah. Dude, I hope you get a brand new car, man.
Yeah, you need one. Fucking Nissan's a piece of shit.
I got 3 of them.
It's just so funny. I'm sorry.
And
I love it how people think they know stuff about us and they start like attacking us personally. I don't attack people personally. I attack the merits of what is going on, the rights, where we are in America. That's what's important. I'll never attack you. If anything, I gave her a compliment, right? I mean, she looks a lot younger than she is. Okay. That's it. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's like, are we going to continue to live in an oppressed state, a police state, where people can just, if you're a government official, you can assault people? This is not the world we want.
Nazi Germany.
What about Nazi Germany? I
Insult
lost
you.
13
Yeah.
years
Oh,
in
let's
Nazi Germany.
hey, the guy who wrote the Pledge of Allegiance guy, remember, he's I pledge allegiance. Actually, it starts like this. You go like this, and you go like that. That's how the Pledge of Allegiance was first formed, and the Nazis copied America. Actually, the Nazis copied the uniforms from Massachusetts and Rhode Island police officers, if you didn't know that. So when people say, oh, Rhode Island and Mass cops, they look like Nazis. Nope, opposite way. The Nazis look like them.
You know, if you take a picture of me,
The Nazis copied a lot of things from America, including fluoridation of water. That happened too. You think we're the freest country in the world? No, a lot of these oppressive countries have copied our strategies. Do you get that? And they're doing the same thing. They're repeating it. Oh, are you kidding me? Do you see this? He was exercising his rights, and he got violently assaulted. Oh, jeez, man. We can disagree all day on what rights are, but if you don't like those rights, go move to North Korea. That's all I gotta say. Move to North Korea if you don't like what he was doing, because this is goddamn America, and I love this place. I especially love New Hampshire because it is freer than anywhere else.
I can't smoke a joint here, so tell me how we're free.
That's because the federal government, there is no laws in New Hampshire books. There might be punishments here, but it's but they follow federal law when it comes to drugs. I want to make a bet. I know this. When we secede from the Union in 2 years, we will not have any drug laws, and we won't have the drug war anymore. Good luck.
look around and find out. New Hampshire.
I know what's going on. I don't make this up. I've been following this to a T.
No taxes, no drug laws. That's what we're about. Yeah. We ain't free staters.
All right, I'm gonna read some of these comments, guys.
Okay. Born and raised here. I know fucking free staters.
Okay.
All right. Fuck around and find out.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Riled up last.
Give me a break. Let's have a peaceful revolution so it doesn't become violent. I'm not saying that you're the enemy. I'm saying we're on the same side because we all believe freedom, and that these people, these thugs that want to control our lives, are not going to do it anymore. That's how it is.
I got fucking balls bigger than all y'all combined. Oh yeah, believe that. Okay? Ask about me. Go ahead, ask about me. People know.
He is right. I haven't compared balls, but I can assume he has some of the biggest balls.
Defiance on YouTube. I spent over a decade in prison. I did 5 years in fucking solitary confinement. You're not gonna tell me I don't know the corruption of this state. Okay?
All right, have a good night. Enjoy your freedom.
Nice talking with you.
Yeah, I want you guys to stay free and not get oppressed by your local governments or your state government or your national government. I want you guys to live the way you see fit and that you don't do any harm to others. And
that's a great message, actually.
And that's what I'm supporting here today by backing him. And I think you guys should too, because your officials that you're supporting are violating his rights. You get that, right? It's not opinion. It's all caught on camera.
Imagine that.
So.
Want a fucking sticker?
Yeah, I'll take a sticker. I love stickers.
Come here, you homeboy.
I got more. You can't have like certain restaurants here. There's people that wanted to open up restaurants here, and then you're shutting them down because you have the power over them. Why can't they open up restaurants? Why can't they? I did not shut no restaurants down. I didn't say shut down, but if someone wanted to open up one,
They do. Not too bad. I really wish Jeff was here tonight.
I apologize, he wasn't.
Actually, I hope he retires. Actually, I think he needs to spend a little time in jail to understand that he can't touch other people. I think he needs to spend some time in jail. And then once he spends some time in jail, I don't think any other officials in this town are going to harm another person. Especially the chief. The chief needs a lesson, a real hard lesson, by putting hands on the way he did, making accusations and that sort of thing. You know, it's insane. Just because someone walks into a police station and people that follow that person and he's live streaming, just because they start calling into the police station doesn't mean he incited. And that's what they're trying to get him on. You guys should fire the police chief right away for something like that. Fire him. It's not okay.
Well, everything's been referred to the county attorneys.
Hey, good luck, guys. Have a good night. Stay free.
2/3 of it, dude. 2/3 of your tax bill, bro. $39 of your tax bill is born out there in the town. So yeah, go get to this.
Don't let the kids come out of there.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
I work with a lot
It's
of
all right.
them. They can't do
More
basic math.
and more of the people that live in Charlestown are going to be speaking up on my behalf when I open up.
It seemed like they were backing this guy over here, which is kind of unusual.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
And they were definitely guarding a perimeter.
Yep, 100%.
You don't
Oh, yeah.
belong in this town.
Yes, we do. It's called America. I can roam freely wherever I want. Look at me go. Look at me go. I am free in America. Look at me go. I'm in America and I am free. Jelly much? Jelly much?
I got my town by the balls, dude. Way more than I'm going to have this one. So don't even go there.
I just own Manchester. I'll own this town easily. Easily. Yeah, you'll probably hear it on the news.
Into this country. Never mind the state.
Because I can lie, right? I can lie on my camera. Freedom!
Got more supporters than you know, man.
Yeah, we have support everywhere. You might not like what happened here in your town, but we walk everywhere. We get hand shook all the time. It's these butthurt idiots coming in and trying to violate my rights during meetings. It's a joke, guys. You guys don't understand. You get misconceptions right off the bat because someone in town gave you a little whisper. The truth is, watch us and you'll see how our approach is. I was extremely cordial in there, wasn't I?
Yes, you were.
Thank you very much. It's only when like people started getting attitude with me. What's that again?
I was sitting right next to you. I'll vouch for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I try to keep my cool with the antagonizer next to me.
But as soon as we got out here, all of us were not cool.
Well, I mean, some people were calling us out.
People were challenging us and saying
Stop
that.
for a second. Someone else's behavior should not impact your behavior.
Yeah, but I have the right
I
to
agree.
defend myself.
I don't know why I'm told that I didn't stand for the pledge, and whether or not I did doesn't fucking matter.
Someone else's behavior should not impact your behavior.
I have the right to defend myself, and I should defend myself. I won't cowardly walk away and not defend myself. That's all.
Verbal behavior should not impact your verbal behavior. Correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
It's not black and white. That's a logical fallacy.
Actually-
It's black and white. There's more than
Because of our
fallacy.
escalation means we mean it more. We mean it more when we escalate.
It's situational. If somebody says something, if you say something to me, I'm gonna respond accordingly.
If I go, stop violating my rights, stop violating my
How I
rights.
react.
Any time in history, all right, where two people have yelled and screamed at each other, and the other person, one of them said, "Oh, I see what you mean."
They do it in court all the time.
Sure. So I mean,
Yelled and screamed, and then the other person will say, "I'll see what you know." I believe a judge sits there and makes a decision. The other person may or may not agree with that.
I don't care if I
Well,
get
I'm
loud,
asking you a
okay?
question.
I don't
You
care if
cannot
you get
say
loud.
around it.
I'm gonna listen to what you have to say.
So all I'm saying is,
Articulate yourself is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and when I swear, when I fucking swear, it's because I fucking mean it. That's when you swear, it's because you fucking mean it.
all I'm asking you is, like the F-bomb. When, all right, the question is,
It's true. When people swear, means they mean it more.
step on public property.
Uh-oh, I'm gonna witness this. Ah! Ah!
Arrested last week.
All right, I think I've had enough of these clowns. I've had enough of the clowns. I'm just like, hey, you should guys vote out Jeff and see fit that he gets arrested with the new police chief. Give me a second, guys. All right, I'm gonna read some comments while you guys are. Well, I'm gonna calm down a bit. Let's see what we got here. Oh my God, Winston. What's up, John Holgate? Violet Wings.
Oh, please, I can get you the place to learn. learn about it. He just committed 5 fucking logical fallacies in a row. Okay? He just committed 5 logical fallacies in a row, and I gave him the example right here that we got on camera with this guy. With the yelling, and he just admitted, he said, yeah, oh, you know, we agree with that. Oh, I hear what you're saying. You made sense there. I can agree with that.
Like a bitch.
Okay? So it just happened.
What? I don't think so.
That's a logical fallacy too. That's an ad hominem attack. You're a bitch. You're a this. You're a that.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing to it. Have a logical response. We've been coming back with like actual things that matter. You're just going, you're a bitch. It's like, ugh.
No, I'm not calling you a bitch. I'm just saying that's just the most ignorant thing you could say. It's a logical fallacy. So I would suggest you as well go to logicalfallacies.org.
No, I read facts.
Reads facts.
On the CDC website probably too, right?
Is it similar to phallic?
Yeah, phallic symbol. What's a phallic?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Dude, look who you're talking to, bro.
It's probably more flaccid, or what is it called? Flaccid? Flaccid. It's more flaccid than phallic.
You know what the word flaccid means?
Oh, I do.
What?
Opposite of that pole right there.
So yeah, nice conversation with everybody. Glad to meet everybody here from Charlestown. Yeah. So check us out.
I know. I might move here. I might become the new I don't know if you guys are gonna get a new manager, city manager, or town manager. I'm gonna push for the town manager, and then I'm gonna run for it, and then I'm gonna get to know all of you, and then you guys are actually gonna like me, and we're gonna be friends because this literally, I'm gonna bring freedom back to this town, and that we're not gonna have oppressive police officers, we're not gonna have oppressive city council members or selectmen, whatever you call them. We're not gonna have any of that. We're gonna have a free town. How's that sound, guys? Free town. I like it.
We don't need the police.
We can tell the police that they no longer enforce the drug laws. How's that? We can make sure that they change their policies. We can do anything. We can make the town freer. You don't have to have arrests for petty crimes anymore. No more fines, because fines are for poor people. And this town doesn't seem to be very wealthy right now because you guys are arguing about money in there. I would say that get rid of the fines. You guys can have more money in your pockets. You don't have to worry about those things. How's that? I'm bringing more freedom by spreading truth and ideas. Can we do this? Can we do it? You guys on board? Bring this town to freedom? No more oppressive government?
See, that's a problem, guys. You need to understand that.
That sounds amazing. Let's start with New Hampshire. Let's secede from the Union, and we'll be. Yes, exactly. And guys, it's happening. 10 legislators have signed off on New Hampshire independence. We may secede from the Union in 2 years. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome. We don't have to worry about the federal government telling us we have to register our guns. Fuck that shit. So they don't know where they have to come and get them. They don't know where to go. They don't have to tell us anymore what to do. We don't want Joe Biden or Trump or any of these idiots on spending trillions of dollars out of thin air. And then you wonder why our food is going up? Let's get rid of them. Let's have New Hampshire. Yes. This is the biggest state when it comes to farm to table. This state gives more money to the federal government than it receives. Fuck them. Fuck them. We're gonna deal without them. We're gonna do it on our own. We've already been doing it on our own. We survive with being their welfare. We provide welfare for those freaking thugs out there. We can do it. We can be freer. We can have more money in our pockets.
Fact.
No, you don't.
ImpeachTheNuNu.com. Go sign the remonstrance. Let's get this fucking clown out of office.
It's not your town.
Seriously.
It's our town.
He's doing the same shit that was done to him with these bail conditions.
I don't want to see what happened to him happen to any of you guys. And I'll be here to defend it. I promise you, I'll be here to defend you guys.
I got 6 cases myself for exercising my fucking rights. Okay? And the same thing they put on our bail conditions. Oh, you can't be out in front of the governor's house. Oh, you can't be within 1,000 feet of the fucking executive council. So now I can't participate in my own government because why? I shut down $27 million in federal funding that was going to go to what? Isolation and quarantine of the unvaccinated.
And your kids. Your kids.
Concentration camps.
Your kids.
Concentration camps. We shut that $27 million down, and it was really $327 million because there was $300 million attached to it.
And with
We're
these
not
little,
listening to the federal fucking government. They can fuck around.
These little
and
problems.
They will find out. Believe that.
But these little problems add up too, because the money is not going to come from anywhere. It's going to come from your pockets. We can't have that anymore.
Right.
We can't have it anymore. We're not going to put up with it. We want to make you freer. We want you guys to buy that new truck. We want you to buy that new tractor. We want you to get another horse. We want you guys to do these things.
In the schools for
It's
the children
easy. We can do it.
Aren't catching the fucking virus, and when they are, they're asymptomatic and there's been 0 deaths. And now all these kids are dying. Even Chris Pappas' nephew died from myocardial infarction. He fucking swung off a rope tree and felt in the water, came out and said, "Oh, that hurt." And then he went to swim back and he drowned under the water. And they said it was from the fucking shot. It was an adverse reaction from the Johnson & Johnson. Okay? And now they want to vaccinate all our fucking children. So that's what the fuck I've been doing, is shutting that shit down. All right? I'm a fucking man. I stand on my own 2 feet. I believe in the Constitution. I believe in the New Hampshire Constitution. And that's what we're fucking standing up for. And we know it inside and out. So don't tell us what the fuck we're about.
I witnessed voter fraud yesterday. And who do I complain to? The guy who committed the voter fraud.
That's gonna go a long ways.
Right.
That's shit.
Ironically, his name's Dick Tracy. I got it on film. You don't believe me? Check out my channel. Breaking the Flaw.
Get him to do something about it, even on film.
It's unbelievable. My rights were violated 3 times yesterday by going to polling locations.
I have no doubt at all.
Paper ballots.
His rights were violated too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All the time. All the time.
COSNH.com.
Good night, guys. Stay free.
Yeah.
All right.
Furry Potato. Were you with him when he was out here?
He went to Boston, or she went to Boston, and I met up with her.
Okay, and you went up to New Hampshire too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in New Hampshire now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm breaking the Flaw.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
I'll
subscribe.
have to look you up.
Yeah, I'm always
All right.
impressed. Well, a lot more now. I took a break because I had litigation going on.
Okay.
Yeah, but now it's all kind of cleared up.
Oh, come on, I don't want to hear that excuse.
I mean, look,
So many cases
I'm not the
going
only one. There's a lot of auditors that do that, and I think it's a good strategy. I'm not stacking 7 charges, 7 different arrest charges.
I know. What's another charge once you're at 7?
7 is like the lucky number, man.
You gotta get up to 9. No, that's
They will run out of money. That's the whole
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
You got to challenge them, make them arrest you, make them violate your rights, and then you take it to court.
Yep.
Right? If you don't know your rights, you don't have none. And if you don't know your rights, you can't exercise them.
The state has more money than the average person. You run out of money is what I mean.
Well, I represent myself in court. I sued the state prison and I
You're
won.
a lot
I
smarter
brought
than me
this.
then. I couldn't
I
do
brought
it.
this
And
state.
I also don't pocket. I don't just pocket all the money either. I give it back. I bring it back to the community to solve more problems. That's what I do. I don't do this to just like boost myself up. I have another job. I don't do this for money. I do this for love, for my people, for my neighbors.
Solitary confinement for refusing to shave his beard on religious grounds. Okay? And I won. And now everybody in the prison can grow a full beard.
Yep.
Look around and find out. That's my claim to fame.
And if you survive 2 years in solitary,
5 years. 5 straight. The last 2.5 was for refusing to shave my beard on religious grounds. For non-violent fucking drug crimes. I spent 5 years in solitary confinement. Does that sound right? No, it doesn't.
Now you what? You do it. You run a sober
year and
house.
9 months in punitive segregation as a pretrial county inmate in the shoe. Okay? So I've had the boot stomped on my face. I'm not gonna lick it. I'm not a fucking bootlicker. Not gonna happen.
And if we support this police chief for his aggression, might as well just swallow the whole fucking boot.
That's right. The more people I get on my side, the more people you're gonna have on your side over here in town. So.
Got a fucking the chief of police's son coming out here calling people to fight out back.
Yep.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Police's son making himself
Who the
look
fuck does that
great
guy
for
think
his
he
father.
Wait, is there mutual combat in New
Is he
Hampshire?
a gangbanger?
I'm down.
Or is he a fucking
Let's go.
police officer?
You need a retreat?
At least once, yeah.
That's the question. That's the real fucking question. It's all right here on fucking live. It's live.
that was the big reason why I came
Alright.
down when I found out the police chief's
yeah,
son was
he's
coming
gonna have
here
some
picking
fucking
fights.
things
It's
to
like,
answer
that's
to.
not
Really?
It's all good. It's
Fuck
nothing
around
new to
and
me.
find out.
It's nothing I haven't heard.
not right.
think he's gonna arrest his own son, is he?
Nope, he covers up for him. What are you talking about? You guys should know that. I know everybody in town knows about it.
How did you get into,
Everyone knows about it.
how's he become a police chief?
Exactly. He didn't even pass his exam, his physical exam.
He's
How
got
did he even stay in?
he's got homemade plates W074348. Riding the curb. No lights. Speeding. Yeah. Rules for thee, not for me, I guess, right? That's how it goes.
Let me tell you, corrupt to the core.
Oh man. And this is just the drink of the iceberg. Imagine that. Wait till the rest pops up. I can't wait till it flips.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey,
How are you?
Actually, this guy right
How you doing,
here,
man? Give me a hug.
to bail me out.
How are you?
Yeah, I got arrested.
How's your kid? Good.
It was only $40, but I still had a quarter out here ready.
Oh yeah. Wow, how far did you? Mind if I ask how long it took?
No, 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Damn. Right on, man.
You weren't kidding about the corruption, bro. You were
You
not kidding.
mind if I talk about your situation?
Manchester was bad.
This guy moved to New Hampshire because his family was being oppressed in New Jersey. He got raided because he didn't put a mask on his son when he went to school. And his house got raided with SWAT teams at gunpoint. So he moved to New Hampshire.
No reason, no probable cause, no warrant, no evidence, nothing. We're living peacefully.
They made him look like a terrorist on the local news. This is like the most peaceful guy I know. That's why he's here, to promote more peace.
If you could put those two live links of Absolute Defiance and Bring the Flaw, if you could put them both links in the chat.
And you can see the video on my channel, what happened.
Take a look at it, guys. There was somewhat of a disturbance in there at one point, and that was with Flaw.
It wasn't him, it was another guy. It
Well,
was a troll that came.
Yeah, he put the chair like nearly on my foot, and I was like, "Don't touch me again, I'll pepper spray you." And I wasn't causing a disruption. I was telling him, I was warning him. If anything, I wish somebody else said something when my rights are being violated by that guy by putting his camera right in front of mine. I'm trying to record the session. I'm trying to record the meeting. I was not being disruptive at all, and I apologize if I was, and I know I wasn't trying to be. I was trying to protect my rights. And that's what's important here, guys.
In front of you,
It's gotta be.
right?
Is it?
It's probably because it's so close.
Oh, it might be.
It's alright.
Let me see. Yeah.
I don't even know if it's on.
Breaker.
Yeah.
We got lots of corruption inside.
Oh, man. It always is, man. Always. Oh, man.
I want to go out harder than you.
Yeah? You're gonna
My husband said, don't get arrested tonight, because I'm not gonna be home.
Well,
You
know-
should. Everybody should be doing these audits.
Yeah, everyone.
Anywhere you go when you're in public, turn it into an audit.
It doesn't matter if it's a public official or someone private that's violating someone else's rights. Pull that goddamn camera out. World star. That's what I say. World star.
Hey, nice meeting you, bro.
Hey man, take care. Thank you so much. Yeah, of course.
We agree.
Of course, man. Of course.
That's what it's all about. It's about not killing each other over it, right? That's right. Have a good night.
Have a good one, man.
All right.
All right.
Hey guys, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna try to get over these comments right here. Becky-O, wow, you're right. Wow. Southern Northeast, how you doing, man?
We have to get back on our parachute.
Lehal Castle, how are you? John Holgate, Chief Connors won the reddest neck in New Hampshire, even though he has no neck. His son doesn't have a neck either.
Ambush or anything like that.
Thank you, Carla. I appreciate it. Violet Wings. Jonathan Semler. Yes, there was like 3 traffic violations. And he made a homemade plate. You guys see the homemade plate on the back of that van? Lady Zaga, how you doing? Winston Viceroy. Connors would just say you started it. Yeah, well, I have it all on
My camera doesn't lie. So if I lie, my camera will always tell the truth. And I don't lie. I do my best never ever to lie because I like to be an honest person with everything I do in my life because everything comes back at you as soon as you lie. As soon as you lie, it comes back. Or at least you're going to get some sort of karma in life. Lori Gardner. How were they not allowed to have public comment? Well, no one did point of order. To clarify that. I'm glad we're the last ones.
The real question is, we all
Good to know.
me, right?
Just been rough because you can't do it by yourself.
Right.
When you try to
Wanna watch
step
the
up
chat?
and do something, you get stepped on.
As long as I'm not
Things like,
It's too late for that?
wanna open up.
Too late for
You
that,
take a look
huh?
at the ice cream shop.
Just me.
Dan's Max Saver allowed them
I'm sure, right?
to put that ice cream
So who are
shop
you?
because that
What's your
pizzeria.
name? Is it Mrs. right here? Or Miss right here?
Did you make that tie-dye shirt? It's kind of nice. I like it.
I mean, it is pretty nice, yeah.
Yeah. You didn't make it?
It would be cooler if I made it, right?
I mean, it'd be impressive. I would say it's impressive.
It would be really impressive if I made it. And I could take the credit for that.
What's your OnlyFans?
OnlyFans! Oh my god, he thinks I'm an OnlyFans!
Oh, you're not good enough. You're not good enough for it.
You know what it is? It's not really it's not the looks, it's the personality.
It is the personality. That doesn't mean today anyway. So.
I know people like being abused.
Oh man.
It can be entertaining some evenings.
All right, she's not in your face anymore, so.
Well, you're not doing too good on behind either. So.
Look, she throws up peace signs like she means it.
She's posing for the camera.
Okay. Standing pretty. Yeah, we own this place right now.
Rented a hotel. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't even have one. No hotel, motel.
Hey, I don't pay women.
With all the women around here that I'm coming across, you should probably get one.
I don't pay women to stay. I pay women to leave.
Hotel like in Manchester. You put it right on the corner of the town hall.
Yeah, I do. I'm about to break 20,000. No, I don't get paid from YouTube anymore.
Oh, the trolls are feeding me on. That's all they're doing. I love it.
Make your own channel.
Actually, technically, I got probably more donations in 1 hour while I was in here than she's probably made all day.
My channel is not monetized either. I got my own money.
Yeah, where do you take the hookers around here?
Backyard.
Oh, is that where it is?
The cemetery.
The playground.
The playground. Oh, the swing set.
Oops. Oh, thank you.
Yep. Good job.
Yeah, when you go, I go. That's how it works. You got it right there, honey bun.
Dismiss.
We'll leave when you leave.
I listen to my friends. If you don't listen to your friends, are they really your friends?
We'll leave when you leave.
Probably.
Oh, there you go.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Karen. Their ego's not that strong.
Walk of shame, drive of shame. Dismiss.
Dismiss. You go, we go.
Dismiss.
Bye, Felicia. Damn, that's old. That was like, what, 4 years ago?
Giving them more followers by standing there, giving them something to take.
Hey, you're just making the content, sweetheart, so keep it up.
We don't need people in our camera to get the follow.
Hey, my views
All right?
just went up 150 just for you.
Yeah, you have about I think about 300 people watching right now. No, I mean combined.
Oh, I got like 851.
I got 74.
Yeah. The real police for this. I think so.
Well, at least they're self-policing.
Wow,
You don't have to let me know. Thank you, though. Let's see if my light. Oh, how do I turn my light on? All right, let's see if I can get the license plate here. No, I can't. I know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother them. I would not recommend
Hey, yo, Russ.
Go mute real quick. Both of you guys mute real quick.
Okay, hang on a second.
Let me know when you're muted.
All right?
Yeah, we can do like a follow-up or something.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, something small.
Yeah. Just,
All right.
so are they gonna follow us out there?
I'm actually gonna wait for them to leave. I don't want them following me. I really don't.
Please keep coming back.
We will.
Thank you, sir.
We will.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
It's all good.
It's funny. It's just funny.
Crazy, right? Didn't I tell you, bro?
Bro.
Told you.
This town is weird. I know a lot of them work.
Well,
It just stinks.
Bro.
It stinks, bro.
A lot of them work at Wayland.
You know what I'm learning is like up in Alstead.
Yeah.
You know, Langdon. You know, I don't know the officers, but what I'm finding now is like the chief. You know, when he got hired on, he
Yeah,
came
maybe
out of
so.
New Jersey. You know.
Oh, wow.
It's all corrupted out there. You know.
I'm not surprised actually. And they probably did something bad. They probably got suspended.
That's what they do. They have they mess up in one state, whether it's a prison warden or a chief of police, and then they get sued and they go to another state, and they just start all over there.
Well, since like we reduced the budget here in New Hampshire, like any other freaking state, we reduced the budget. Now the police don't have extra funds, so now they have to patrol more. They have to pull people over, get these fines to give the state more funding. It's bullshit. Like as soon as they announced, like soon as like it broke that we had lowered our what do you call it, the debts of the state. They announced the next day that they're flying more of their planes to catch people speeding. Like this is like that's what they do. They use all their resources now to try to collect more revenue. But
Back out here in Charlestown. Covering the select board meeting and getting the people out here making threats.
Making threats.
On camera live. Imagine that, guys.
Unbelievable. I couldn't believe
That is a reputation that he's putting for his father, who just precedes everything else that he's been brought up on. You know? So.
Unbelievable. Oh, Dallas, you missed all kinds. You might want to go back and watch the whole stream. It's not bad at all.
Thank you, Adam. Appreciate that. Keep fighting the good fight.
Chief of Police son made threats to fight. Let's go fight out back.
that's not your words. That was the police chief's son's words. Okay, just making sure because it sounded like it first. So I'm just making sure. Right. Yes.
What is he? He's a police officer too?
Hey,
his son? Oh, okay. I thought his son was a police officer.
Oh, you wouldn't think any different though, right?
Oh yeah. Well,
they don't act any different.
I tell you what, if the Charlestown police are watching this, drop all the charges for this guy right here. Now. Drop them all. Drop them all.
I don't even know. How do I?
Well, prosecutor, if you're watching, get them all dropped because he ain't done nothing wrong.
Thank you guys, appreciate that.
Can you, Flaw, can you show me how do I respond to a comment? You just talk.
You gotta have to talk. You can't, right?
What do you mean?
Because you're
okay.
yeah, you're live, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. That's what I thought I could. So yeah, I can't respond to comments, people. They've been flying past. I haven't been able to keep up on them. Yeah, definitely go back and watch.
That's right, word them up.
Quite a kerfluffle, if I do say
thank
so.
you guys. Appreciate all your support and all your donations. Like I said, I'm not done with this town. I'm just getting started. Iceberg's just getting lifted up. So it's all gonna flip over soon. And
Oh, it's gonna cost them a lot of money.
yeah, we're gonna cover the whole story, guys. I got Absolute Defiance, guys. Go check them out on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. I got Flaw, Breaking the Flaw. He's back at it. And we're gonna do our thing, man. You know.
Thanks,
So
press.
you came out here to support me, and I appreciate it. It's exactly what I need. I got some supporters out here. I had a few more out there, and a few people driving by, so I got a lot of love out here. And all these people in town have been emailing me. I've been calling them and talking to them, and they're all going to be fine with their complaints to the DOJ, and they're going to start speaking up for them. That's what they need. That's what they need. They need to come together. So.
Crazy.
It is crazy. It is crazy. And now we're going to try to get out of town here, and that's going to be fun.
Do you want to take off first?
I mean, I don't really mind, really. It's just I'm gonna make sure I lose them.
Yeah. Let's
Why don't we stick together?
Yeah, we could. We go out to eat or something.
Well, yeah, once we get out of town, right?
Well, just in general.
There's only one way out because they blocked the road that way.
Thank you, Shannon. Appreciate that. Need to come to your town? Where is it? Email me. accountabilityforall15@yahoo.com. And if you have trucks in your town, guys, let me know. And
Guys, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it, guys.
get down there. Yeah, Chief's in the bushes along with Jeff.
Yeah, if you guys are not following Press, I'm pretty sure everybody's following Press NH now. Go give him a follow. Go give Breaking the Flaw a follow as well if you're not
Dave,
following him.
welcome to the new guy, both
If you guys don't know Absolute Defiance, get over to his channel right now. Let's get him to 1,000 subs.
Bro, I'm well past that now.
Okay.
Get me to 10,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm almost at 9,000. So if we can get to 10,000, that'll be pretty huge.
Yeah.
That'll be a 10,000 follower growth in like less than a month. My channel had 500 subscribers 2 weeks ago. And then the arrest happened. What's happening? Good, how you doing?
We met before.
Yes, I believe so. Hey!
Thank you guys, I appreciate all the support. And like I said, all the PayPal and the Cash App, they
You watching the live?
Yeah, I
if you guys are gonna
forgot
try to
my
upload and support my channel, try to hit up that first.
camcorder
And,
and
I'll try to show you
left
all
my
the
house,
stuff.
and then I came down from the other end, and like noticed that it's blocked.
Oh, the block. Yeah. Oh my God. I dealt with that earlier. I did the dirt road route.
Funny about that is that it's been this way for
It is what it is, and a lot of people don't know that. So
a month maybe. That road's pretty close.
No, it is. They don't have any money in this town. I'm not even joking.
$100,000 town freaking whatever.
Right.
Administrator. You know what I mean?
Town manager.
Town manager.
And that would eliminate more of the rights of the town if they had another person up top. And I like how that councilwoman was doing that, the select woman.
When that guy, the other guy that just said, you just spoke to him, he just left.
Yeah.
He was good too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm saying,
He was appreciative of what we were
It
saying.
takes away the power of the people. Now the people aren't the end all be all. It goes to the select board.
Yeah.
And the other two. It takes the power away from the people.
Right. If anything, let's get rid of the select board.
Right. Get rid of the select board. Who needs them?
Vote everything.
Didn't Diane resign? Watching these, you guys for.
Didn't
Well, thank you.
Yeah, we talked on the phone.
When did she resign?
Who?
Diane.
No, I didn't say she resigned.
Oh, I thought she did.
No.
Somebody was telling me that she did.
What I was going to say is that I've been watching you guys for a long time. I'm a long time Free Talk Live listener.
My man. Thursday nights, bro. Thursday nights.
What's interesting and what's fascinating when you watch all of these videos, that you can see the pattern.
Yeah.
Where there's so many people that are out there that just
They don't understand. They won't bother to take the time to question.
It's a cognitive dissonance. They went to public schools. I can't blame them for these things. Yeah, it is. It's a deep thing going on, and people are waking up slowly and surely. And it usually takes an instance in their own world for them to wake up hard. And I hate to say it, but that's how things work. I mean, I'm not saying that's how you woke up, but if that was how you woke up, I could see. That's how you woke up. And I know that actually it took me getting arrested for me to wake up. That's how I got involved. All right, let's do it. Hey, thank you, man. I really appreciate you coming, man. Let's do the hug. I don't got COVIDs. Oh, of course it is. It's a joke.
I mean,
That's another
bigger
thing.
lies and
Everybody-
perceptions out there. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Go back. I
What you
did
guys
a
have?
2-3
I'm going home. Yeah.
You passed my house.
Tomorrow I have trial.
I gotta go to his trial tomorrow.
That's the only way out of it. It's past my house.
Oh.
I'm like the big yellow house up there.
Well, don't tell everyone on my live stream. But yeah, I get it. I just don't want any negative attention because I get trolls and everything, you know. So.
Which one?
He knows about
Keene.
What kind of thing needs to happen in Keene?
Yeah, I'm gonna be more active.
You know,
Yeah.
It's because it's
Well,
it's not just one town in Keene. It's multiple towns.
Yeah.
I have 13 lawsuits right now. So like 13
Wow.
cases in.
Jeez Louise.
So I'm pinned down, but I'm like the most vocal person. Just wait. Like,
all right, hey.
I was hoping it would drop right now, but I don't know, it's taking some time. I didn't have my first appearance yet.
Peace out, bro. You too, man. Thank you for coming.
Nice meeting you.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Is it 8:30, right? 8:30.
8:15, but I don't know if mine's gonna get continued because I'm not getting represented by them no more. I'm representing myself.
Damn straight.
No.
All right, guys. Huh?
What happened? I didn't get the. What happened to you?
What happened to me?
Yeah.
Well.
Walked in any scrubs.
Wait, what is it again?
What happened? You got convicted? Or?
No. Well, the Worcester case. The one I got assaulted and thrown out of the police station, and my phone thrown, and then I got arrested for disturbing mulch, and then they put the phone in my pocket while I was arrested, and he punched me in the chest. Yeah, that one. They reduced it from criminal to civil charges and maybe have to go in front of a judge instead of a jury, even though I waited 2 years for a jury trial.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to challenge. I'm going to appeal. I'm going to make sure I get my day in court, and I am going to bring up everything that needs to be brought up. And they did this for a reason. I can't talk about it, but they did it for a reason. There's a cover. There's a cover up. But when it comes to Manchester arrest, they dropped those charges 2 weeks after it happened. And I just signed a contract with the city, and they're settling with me. So I'll be getting a check. This is a body cam.
It is.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
does one of those cost?
This one was about 125, I think.
Gotta help me out on that.
I gotta get
I'm
me
gonna
one
sue.
of those.
Yeah, Amazon. It's Cam Pro, 2 M's. Cam Pro, 2 M's.
I'm gonna assume the city over there, you know, the malicious prosecution.
Oh, of course, 1983, right? Yeah. I hope you get that, man. Is that like, that's not local, that's the New Jersey thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's tough. New Jersey's tough, so good luck, man. I hope you get something out of that. At least like all the charges dropped, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But,
So,
wait, where you guys going? You leaving? Oh, okay. See ya. Bye, guys. Stay free. Stay free. Free from corruption. Free from tyranny. Free from corrupt police chiefs and corrupt police chief sons and selectmen that want to violate people's rights and assault them.
Back out over here in Charlestown, man, getting them all riled up.
Quickly have one more second. Were you guys going in here? Yeah, I'm gonna mute it. All right, guys, I'm gonna stay live just in case anything happens. Good night, guys. Stay free, okay? Thank you. Appreciate you too. Now, guys, I got brand new tires, so I'm gonna double check my tires real quick. Brand new fucking tires, so if anything happens to them. All right. Bye, Felicia. Police station's on the right. See it right there on the right? I don't see anyone following me, which is good. So I'm gonna have the heat going, so it might be kind of loud in here in a second. Just got this heat fixed, just got tires, got my exhaust fixed. I got my spark plugs replaced. I got a camshaft bearing replaced. Stopped the oil leak. I got the blower fixed. I got so many things fixed on this car. And I paid in Bitcoin. How many of you guys can say that out there? That's why you got to move to New Hampshire. If you believe in freedom, you believe in using a currency. Technically, it's not a currency. You use value in Bitcoin. Okay, use values in Bitcoin to pay for things. I go out to eat almost every day with my crypto. I got my car repaired with crypto. And that's how we break away from this system. Stop using the war notes. Stop bombing little kids by trading that money, that dollars, those Federal Reserve notes, those central bankers. Forget them. We can do it. New Hampshire is the crypto capital of the world. More people have value in crypto here than anywhere else in the world. And that's why we have so many places that you can use it. It doesn't fund our own oppression. That's another step we need to take, guys, to not fund our own oppression. That's why I like crypto so damn much. All right, guys, I'm going to kill the stream. Thanks for listening to me. I will be on Free Talk Live tomorrow night. Go to freetalklive.com. Go to the Odyssey channel, Free Talk Live, and you can watch me live on there. You guys can call in. You can say whatever you want. Don't swear. You can talk about anything you want. You want to talk about your auditing? You want to talk about your most recent arrest? You want to talk about your oppressive government in your town? Call in tomorrow, Free Talk Live. The phone number's on the website. I don't remember it by heart. But this is what I do, guys. Just like Press NH Now does. Like Footloose from Absolute Defiance. We push things all the way because we have to now. We have to do it now. Why wait for the change? Be the change. And I don't mean to be all heavy on this. It's the truth though, guys. If you're not standing up for freedom, you're standing up for tyranny. See, when you see someone's rights being violated, you don't sit back and do nothing. You pull your camera out. You protect that person in any which way you can besides a camera. You do whatever it takes to preserve liberty and freedom. And we're this close, guys, in New Hampshire. This goddamn close from seceding. Go to libertyblock.com and you can see all about it. Actually, if you go to Free Keene, that's Keene, on Odyssey, they do a New Hampshire Exit podcast every week. They talk about it, and I really would like you guys to chime in on it. And if you support that, the best way you can support it is to get here. Establish yourself here. There's going to be a welcoming party. We'll have 30 people show up to unload your moving truck for you. We do that almost every time people move here, and people are moving like droves in droves. They're moving in droves to move here because it's free here, and it's only free because we have our rights here, unlike other states. We've reduced the budget. We kicked the feds out when it came to COVID relief, pandemic relief. We don't want their money. We kicked the teachers union out of the state because we don't like what they're doing to the kids in the schools. And we have the majority in the House when it comes to freedom loving. And they're making a difference every day here, unlike other states. And they don't report this on the national news. They'll never report it because this is grassroots, guys. Grassroots doesn't have national media coverage anymore. We found that out about with Ron Paul. And I don't like Bernie Sanders, but they did it to Bernie Sanders too, right? They railroaded both of those guys. You know, I'm not a Bernie fan at all. I don't like anything he promotes, but it's the principle of how someone can run for office and then just get railroaded out. That's not okay. We're not going to put up with it anymore. Actually, my first act of activism, my first time I ever got off my ass from my computer, from being a keyboard warrior, is I went to the New Hampshire recount in 2008. And I witnessed voter fraud. I couldn't do anything about it. I was just there witnessing it. I can't like protest it. I can't like call them out on it. I just go, oh shit, that's clearly voter fraud. And I can make a stink about it. And yeah, I did see that. Actually, I had a friend that followed the ballots during that presidential race, that primary. There was a primary, not the general election. The primary. The state troopers were driving around in a van with the election officials, and the state troopers were following them, and my friend was following them all over the state. Every single town, every polling station that you pick up those ballots from, he followed and saw those things get loaded up. They had the seal on them and everything, the tamper-proof seal. And then it went to the back of the Secretary of State's office, or the building. It was the old State House, is what it was. And when they went into the back of that building, those seals were broken. Those seals were not broken in public; they were broken in private, because their boxes came out with seals broken. And why did that happen? Because they stacked the votes for John McCain. Now, John McCain didn't win the election, but he got on the ballot in New Hampshire because of that. I remember meeting Beverly. She was filming a documentary. That film was really an eye-opener. And she exposed the Diebold voting machines. They put it in a negative for one party than the other. And I'm not saying one party or the other is better, sort of. I mean, I would say that in this state, the Republicans are better. Why do I say that? And I'm not a Republican fan at all, but you have to run on the Republican ticket or Democratic ticket to get in office. You have a better chance of getting into office if you run as a Republican. So yeah, they're rhinos maybe, because, well, I wouldn't even say, I would say they're the true Republicans, the real Republicans, the ones that actually protect our rights. They don't create more laws, they reduce laws. And yes, every time they go into the State House, they argue about reducing laws. Let's not put any more burdens on the citizens here, because they are fed up and they can't afford it anymore. They can't afford to tax us anymore. They're losing revenue. The only thing they have here in New Hampshire when it comes to taxes, other than municipalities, like car registration, that sort of thing, and tickets and fines, the only thing they have here is property tax. So if you own property, you pay a tax, and it's kind of high. It's one of the highest in the nation, but that's it. We don't have a sales tax. We don't have an income tax. We have nothing. We give the feds a big middle finger here because they try to take more and more money from us in the state. And we're trying to save that town, Charlestown, more money. They deserve to keep their money. They shouldn't have to be paying for their public officials, their police chiefs, and their selectmen assaulting people. But that's what's going to have to happen. That's what's going to happen. You're going to show these damages that they have occurred. They need to pay up. And I wish we can get rid of qualified immunity here. I don't know if you saw that Manchester PD did a employment listing. They wanted to hire people onto the force, and one of the benefits of the job that they had listed publicly for the job description, qualified immunity. That is not a benefit to the job. That's just part of your policy. It's not a benefit. So they got a big stink for that one, and they had to remove it. I don't play around, guys. I don't play around. I go all the way. You know, maybe I don't have like such elaborate videos and that sort of thing, but you should watch some of the videos that I've done, and you'll get it, what's going on. Not just here in New Hampshire, but I came from Rhode Island, and I've gone into Massachusetts a few times. It's disgusting behavior. They want to violate our rights, and we're going to fight for them. We're going to put them right back in their place. We're going to use their own game against them. And really, in reality, guys, the Constitution is a shield made of lead, is what it is. It's soft.
because the Constitution isn't right and wrong. It's a barrier for them. It's their playbook and how they're supposed to treat us. It's supposed to put the government in their place. And it's not working. So we need to stand up to truth. And the cameras don't lie, and you guys know that. You guys know the cameras don't lie. That's why you guys have cameras out there, and whenever you get pulled over, you pull that camera out, you don't wave the Constitution. Oh, I have the Constitution. No. You pull your camera out because when a jury looks at it, they don't give a shit about the Constitution. They care about, were you in the right or not? Were you being truthful? Were you being honest? Were you doing anything wrong to anybody else? And that's what a jury needs to look at. You know, the jury is what freed the slaves. It was illegal to run away from your master. But it was righteous all the way. It's exactly what they needed to do at exactly that time. And they did it, and they fought, and they won. And that's how we're going to free everyone in this country. Not through a jury per se. That is definitely helping. But we're going to free them by standing up, pulling our cameras out, defending ourselves, and proving their hypocrisy in every instance we can. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This was a great live stream. I know it was kind of stale at the beginning. Those selectmen meetings are kind of boring, but it is what it is. All right, I got to answer this call, guys. Peace out. See me tomorrow. I'll be at Footloose's trial at 8:30. Peace.